Welcome back to Sports Sunday here on Channel 3. I'm Elliot Polikoff. The UConn football team, they spent the first official day on campus last week doing what everybody does at the beginning of the year, getting their pictures taken. Coaches and players showed up at the Burton Family Football Complex for individual and team photos. Head coach Randy Edsall then met with the players as they prepare for their season opener later this month. His message is pretty simple. You do your job, we'll do ours.
Just show us what you can do, and then it's our job is to utilize you some way, somehow. The more versatility you have, the better on both sides of the ball. And then there's guys that'll, might be just strictly special teams guys, which is fine because you need guys like that. So that's going to be my message to our players is go out and just do your job, play hard, show us what you can do, practice hard, and then what happens is you create opportunities for yourself to get on the field.
There are 99 players on the roster for UConn, 79 scholarship players, and 20 walk-ons. The Huskies' first game is Thursday, August 29th against Wagner. And remember, this is their final year in the AAC before a journey into what is currently the unknown. And speaking of the Huskies' impending exit, the Senate Republican leader in our state says the UConn Foundation should foot the bill for the university leaving the American Athletic Conference, and not the taxpayers or students. State Senator Len Fasano suggested that instead of using those methods to pay the $20 million in exit and entrance fees, that the fundraising arm for the university should pay the money. This comes as the Huskies are set to return to the Big East Conference for all sports except for football. State Senator Fasano also said in part, quote, money that students pay to UConn, whether it be for tuition, meals, housing, or any other service, should not be misdirected. To the pros, the New England Patriots, they kick off their preseason this Thursday in Detroit. And when they face the Lions, starting quarterback Tom Brady will likely have a new deal that has him sticking around Foxborough for the foreseeable future. According to ESPN's Field Yates, the 42-year-old quarterback and the Pats are closing in on a contract extension. Of course, this was all but a formality after Brady led New England to yet another Super Bowl title. ESPN's Adam Schefter saying the extension is for 2 years and will pay Brady $23 million this upcoming year. The deal will be adjusted each season. Brady keeps on playing. And keep in mind, no quarterback has ever started all 16 games at the age of 42. But Father Time hasn't really seemed to have an answer for Tom so far in his career, and both Tom and Patriots owner Robert Kraft expects that Brady will be the franchise's quarterback for at least the next couple of years. Where could he go to see the best women bowlers in the country? Well, this weekend it was to the Silver Lanes in East Hartford. The top pros in the game competing for a $10,000 prize. Pretty cool to see some big-time bowling coming to the Nutmeg State. They started things off with the pre-tournament qualifier. The top 11 bowled 8 games, and those with the best total score advanced to the elite field, joining 24 who had already qualified. The Pro Tour has stops all over the country. Last week it was in Houston. Next week it'll be in Louisville. East Hartford is on the schedule for the second year in a row.
In East Hartford, well, we were here last year. Our host, Tony Renault, and his family, who were previous owners of the bowling center, reached out about interest in women's bowling, and we had an opportunity to come out here. So when we had a successful event last year, we said, let's roll it over into our event for this year. So we're coming up here because of the fan base.
The event wrapped up yesterday with a live final day of bowling on CBS Sports Network. Congrats to Shannon O'Keefe on bringing home the title. She defeated Bridget Pupler in the championship match 225-203. And that will do it tonight for this week's edition of Sports Sunday. Thank you for tuning in. I want to thank our producer, Mark Vigilkowski, our director, Kyle Buchanan, and the whole rest of the crew. We leave you with another look at Yankees-Red Sox. Boston still trailing in this one, 7-4 in the 9th inning. I'm Elliot Polikoff. Have a great week, everyone.